What's going on, guys? I'm with the Moose, and today we have a new final edition collection in the game. You're going to be rewarded with Matt Ryan, 98 overall. His card is actually really not that great. We'll get a look at that in a little bit here. But you get 5,000 coins along with his card and a Lombardi pack if you do complete this collection. We'll take a look inside just a second, but I want to explain why I only have 355 coins. As you guys can see in the top right, it says WTM Farm. This account is, a farm account that I have. I don't really use it that often. As you can see, only 355 coins, but for some reason right now I cannot log on to my normal account, so or I can log on to it, but I can't connect to the EA servers, but I can on this account for some reason. Not sure why, but for the time being we'll just have to use this account to show you guys the collection and kind of break it down for you guys. I'm also going to give you guys a stat comparison with Tony Romo for this past season, so hopefully you stick around for that. But let's take a look inside the collection. Let's see who we got. This is the first time I'm looking at it. We'll go from the back. We got Lane Johnson, right tackle from the Eagles. Blocking stats are okay. Pass block footwork is very good at 97. Actually, it doesn't look like too bad a card, especially for only a 93 overall. Moving on, we have Dominic Raiola, center from the Lions. Blocking stats are alright, but then again, blocking stats for a center aren't as important as they are for, tackles and guards. So, honestly, this isn't too bad a card either. Then we have Michael Griffin, free safety from the Titans. He's a 94 overall. 94 speed's not too bad. Coverage stats are okay. Zone coverage is actually very good at 90 for a safety. Overall, this isn't a terrible card, especially if you are a Titans fan. Finally, we have Danny Woodhead, 95 overall, running back or halfback, whatever you want to say, from the Chargers. Nice to see him get a new card. He was second on his team in total yards and third in touchdowns, so that's pretty good. He has 95 speed. That's very good for him. I usually don't think of him as a speed back, but 95 is pretty solid. 97 agility is good. 97 acceleration as well. Pretty good speed stats overall. 94 carrying, so he's not going to fumble very often. Obviously, you guys know Danny Woodhead's not really a guy that's going to truck many people, so 67 trucking is what he has, and 98 elusiveness is also very solid. So honestly, that's a pretty good card, and I kind of like the cards in the collection a lot more than I like the actual collection reward. As you guys are going to see on screen here, these are the Matt Ryan stats. He has 72 speed. That's obviously not very good at this point in Ultimate Team, unless you really are good at pocket passing, which I don't think many people are. That's going to really deter you, on offense. Then he has 70 agility, also pretty bad. 94 awareness isn't too bad, but awareness isn't really that important for quarterbacks, at least in my opinion. Maybe you guys have a different opinion, but throw power is 95. That's pretty good. Elusiveness is 34. That's basically like a 0. He has no elusiveness basically. He will not be able to elude any defenders, in any situation almost. Throw accuracy is very good at 97. That's one of the higher ones in the game. So he's really not going to miss too many passes, to be completely honest. So don't worry too much about his throw accuracy. And honestly, his throw stats aren't too bad. Throw deep could be better at an 88, but honestly, it's not terrible. And it is workable if you are, able to actually throw in the pocket without having to scramble. But now let's look at Tony Romo and Matt Ryan's comparisons. Obviously, you guys know I really want a Tony Romo Final Edition card. And if you guys didn't know, I had been completing all of these. Obviously, this is a different account, but I had completed the Andre, the AJ, the Sheldon Richardson, and the Joe Thomas. But this week, I just don't see a point in completing this Matt Ryan. He's only a 98 overall. I don't really think he even deserves that, to be completely honest. So I'm going to pass on him for now. But we'll take a look at these stats here. So Romo played in 15 games, whereas Matt Ryan played in 16 games. That's why a couple of these stats are going to be a little skewed, as you guys are going to tell. Now, Matt Ryan had a better completion percentage than Tony Romo, so I would have to assume he's going to have a better throw accuracy than Tony Romo will, hopefully, eventually get a Final Edition card. He had a better completion percentage by about 3.5 points or so. He did have a lot more passing yards. He had almost 900 or so more yards. Actually, no, I'm sorry. He had almost 700 more yards, I should say. Now, that is with Tony Romo playing one less game, so you have to figure Tony Romo would at least have thrown for around 300 yards, so that number would be a lot closer. Then again, still Matt Ryan would probably still have beaten him. Yards per attempt, Tony Romo had a little more, but this is where it gets really, really interesting. Tony Romo had 5 more touchdown passes than Matt Ryan in one less game. So just think, if Tony Romo played in the last game of the season, he probably would have thrown for at least a couple, if not 3 or 4 touchdowns. That would have brought his number even higher than Matt Ryan's is, and it's still already 5 higher. And then the interceptions is just off the charts. So Matt Ryan had 17 interceptions compared to 26 touchdowns for him. So he only had 9 more touchdown passes than he had interceptions. That's pretty bad, guys. Like, that's not a good, touchdown to interception ratio. And then Tony Romo had 31 touchdown passes and only 10 interceptions. That's obviously very good. If you want to say, he played one less game, maybe he would have thrown 1 or 2 interceptions or even 3 interceptions in the final game. He still would have only had 13 interceptions if he had a really bad game and threw 3 interceptions in that final game. So honestly, I don't see why at all Matt Ryan got a final edition card. I don't really think he had that good of a season, to be completely honest. I mean, his passing stats are good overall, but not his actual touchdown to interception ratio. And then also the last stat I wanted to look at is passer rating. I know this is kind of an outdated stat a little bit, but it still gives you an insight into how good they are. Tony Romo had a 96.7 passer rating, while Matt Ryan only had an 89.6. So obviously Romo was better by that stat standards, and a lot better at that. So that's all I got for you guys in today's video. No packs because I couldn't actually access my better account, and honestly, I don't even know if I would have opened that many. I probably would have only opened 2 or 3 because I'm really not that excited about this collection. I just wanted to let you guys know about the collection, and if you guys wanted to do it, maybe you're a Falcons fan, maybe you're a Matt Ryan fan. It's a cool card for you to pick up if you are. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like down below and let me know who else you want to see for final editions. I obviously want to see a Tony Romo, but I want to hear what you guys have to say. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later.